Good morning everyone. Myself Dr. Devangi Dwivedi, Senior Lecturer in the Department of Oral Pathology and Microbiology, BBD COTS, BBD University. Today I am going to tell you about hemangioma. Hemangioma is a benign tumor of vascular tissue. It shows proliferation of endothelial cells. It is common on skin and mucous membrane. It manifests within first month of life. Most hemangioma are developmental anomalies. It is not a true neoplasm. Most hemangioma involute with time, but 10 to 20% incompletely involute. There are some syndromes associated with hemangioma. First is the Rendu-Osler-Weber syndrome. It is an autosomal dominant condition. It shows hereditary hemorrhagic telangiectasia. There is involvement of gastrointestinal tract and central nervous system. Second is the Sturge-Weber syndrome. It is a non-inherited condition. It shows presence of port wine stain and leptomeningeal angioma. Coming to the etiology, the cause is unknown. Placental cells such as trophoblast may be the cell of origin. Coming to the classification, can be classified as capillary, cavernous, angioblastic, racemose, diffuse systemic, metastasizing port wine stain and hereditary hemorrhagic telangiectasia. Coming to the clinical features, age, it is most commonly seen in infants and children. Central hemangioma is seen in second decade of life. It affects 12% of infants in white. It is rarely seen in darker skinned individual. Female is to male ratio is of 3:1. Commonly affected facial bone are mandible, maxilla and nasal bone. The lesion resolves with aging. Superficial hemangioma usually consists of a raised reddish to purple tumor with a distinct margin. Deep subcutaneous hemangiomas often have a deep bluish hue with normal overlying skin, making diagnosis more difficult. Both the lesions are firm to palpation and do not pulsate or exhibit any thrills or roots. Let's take up the oral manifestations. Lesions are similar to hemangioma of skin. Flat or raised lesion of mucosa is seen. The color is deep red or bluish red. It is compressible and fills slowly when released. The sites involved are tongue, lips, buccal mucosa and palate. It may be ulcerated due to trauma. Tiny vascular malformation of lips are seen. It is referred to as microcree or venous lake. Here you can see the clinical photo. Coming to the intramuscular hemangioma, it is rare in head and neck region. It involves skeletal muscle. 1% of hemangioma. Extent is not clinically apparent. Central hemangioma, it is the hemangioma of bone, mostly affect mandible, seen in second decade of life. Destructive lesion of varying size and appearance. It shows root resorption. The tooth remain vital. Radiographic features is central hemangioma, radiating specules at expanded periphery, form a sunburst appearance. The intraosseous lesions show honeycombed appearance. CT scan reveals expansile lesion with amorphous mass. Here you can see the radiographic photo for hemangioma. This one too. Coming to the histological features, capillary hemangioma. It is composed of numerous small capillaries filled with blood and lined by a single layer of endothelial cells. There is proliferation of endothelial cells. It is supported by connective tissue stroma. It resembles young granulation tissue. Here you can see the diagram for capillary hemangioma. Cavernous hemangioma, large dilated blood sinus with thick walls showing endothelial lining is seen. These sinusoidal spaces are filled with blood. Occasional lymphatic vessels may be present. Here is the diagram for cavernous hemangioma. Lastly, coming to the treatment, many congenital hemangiomas regress spontaneously at an early age. The treatment may include surgery, radiation therapy, cryotherapy, and compression. That was all. Thank you.